What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley, brought to you by Earl Ramey Racing Engines, SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel Aluminum, and Profab Headers and Exhaust. What's up, guys? I'm David.
I'm Connor.
What's up, man?
Dodging the rain.
Dude, I'm telling you, if y'all hear anything in here, I don't think it's really coming through. It's irritating us. Our air conditioner back there, because it's been so humid and raining so much, I just told Connor we're going to have a koi pond in here before show's over, I think.
It's leaking.
It's dripping. It's dripping, and it is dripping into something else, and then that kind of runs off as like a waterfall almost. So it's interesting back here. So, but anyway, hopefully, I know I've been saying this. I've been saying it, and we've tried. But I think we're on track. We should, hopefully, I don't know. We're going to be in a new studio here in the next week or so. We are. I'm hoping to get the air conditioner and stuff straight over there before we go over there.
Especially
because it's getting warm.
Definitely.
It's getting warm. So, anyway, what you been up to? How's school? All that fun stuff?
Yep.
Winding it down.
Yeah, very, very much winding it down. Just coasting the last couple of weeks here. And, we have first round of playoffs tomorrow in soccer. We got to go all the way to James Island. So that's that's kind of unfortunate. It's weird. You know, every team's either from the PD or from the Charleston area. Oh wow! And so somebody's going a long way on every side of the bracket. But
we gotta call Dennis and them down there. Tell them they gotta come watch you.
Should have, yeah.
Oh, good. Well, what you thinking about it? What you feeling?
Yeah. It's gonna be tough. You know, we're one of the lower seeds. We're pretty good for around here, but you know, it's the next level sometimes in playoffs. But we'll see what we can do.
For sure. Matt, what's up, buddy? Cool. Just to let y'all know, go ahead and let y'all know. We traveled over to, we ain't been on in 2 weeks now, but we did. We'll go back real quick. We went over to Florence Motor Speedway there 2 weeks ago now, or 2 weekends ago, 2 Saturdays ago now. We had a average, decent. Yeah, I was going to say, we were racing hard amongst ourselves there. Me, you, and Matt, and it was kind of just whoever got to the point there, I guess.
Yeah,
we
were real close.
I qualified 6th, finished 6th. Matt actually started on pole. I mean, he qualified 2nd, so that was really good. Connor got healed up by a car in qualifying.
Yeah.
Qualified 8th.
I think 8th, yeah.
Yeah, you were right behind me. That's right. So we had a pretty good little race going there.
Definitely not too eventful, thankfully.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good race, but not extra exciting.
Yeah, that was in the legend cars. No, it wasn't eventful at all, which is really good. I'm good for not eventful. It was one of them races, though. It's like wherever you fell in line, that's just where you were, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Because you got in front of me, there wasn't no moving. And that last restart, I happened to get in front of you, and just where we were. That's where we were. So, but no, so it wasn't too bad. It was a decent day. Yeah. I mean, especially over Florence anymore. In all honesty, there's some fast cars get over there. So if you run inside the top 10 over there, I feel like you're doing.
Oh yeah,
fairly good.
And we were pretty. I mean, time wise, we ran.
Yeah,
pretty good for what we have been. You know, comparatively. Yeah,
so I ain't gonna complain about it. We were supposed to be over at Dillon Motor Speedway, and we were over at Dillon Motor Speedway this past Saturday. Connor did get a round of practice in the Challenger car, and car was looking pretty good.
Pretty decent. You know, he got about 10 laps, and just kind of waiting to see. We're gonna put on race tires next round, see what we could do.
And then
but we never got the chance.
No, before I even went out in the legend car, the rains came and set in and washed us out. They were dedicated to it there for a little while though, said they was gonna stay and get it in, but then it just started raining. Like what was supposed to be scattered showers and just spotty rain all day ended up being just all afternoon.
Yeah, washed out again.
Dude, it was bad. So unfortunately for Dillon Motor Speedway, like I said, washed out. And
second week in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a couple features in the last 2 weeks ago. But, that's That's bad luck, especially with usually they'll call it if a high percentage of rains. But neither week was predicted to be that bad. You thought you might get a little bit of rain, but not much. But
and just like most of the southeast down here, pretty much from middle of April to September, you pretty much got a 50% chance of rain any day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just how it is. But they were only calling for 30-40% chance of rain, I think it was. And oh no, it developed quickly. So I was begging. They said, somebody asked me how I ran. I said, well, I cranked it up one time. I said, that was to pull it in the trailer. That was it. So, is what it is. Can't do nothing about that. It stinks. I had changed a bunch on the car and wanted to see how it was going to do and didn't get a chance to.
Hate that.
And now I can't race it. I got to skip this weekend. So, it is what it is.
Maybe you can shoot for double duty next time around at Dillon.
That's a possibility. A possibility. We do. We got our fresh piece back from Earl Ramey Racing Engines. And I plan on, I hope to take it over to Dillon next time. But my crew chief over there, he gonna be out of town.
My goodness, man, what's he doing?
Going cruising again.
Unbelievable.
Always cruising. can't do nothing. But I might take it anyway.
Hey,
Landon will be with me. Well,
yeah.
We'll
all be around there. So.
I know. That's a good thing about over there, at least at Dillon. Well, I mean, everywhere, really, when we're all together, but especially at Dillon. We got, Chad. Your dad was going to drive for Chad this past week, Chad Webster. And then, the Winklers over there and y'all and then us is kind of like our group down there on the corner. Yeah. It's kind of like everybody just throws in on everybody's car. I mean, go do whatever needs to get done. Just go with it.
We have a pile of them between all of us.
We'll have half the field.
Oh, yeah.
if all of us actually get there and run.
It'll be 5 cars or more.
I know. So, I got the call. He said, Matt said you might have to pull double duty at Dillon.
I'm down.
He said he's down. He's down.
Put me some padding in the seat so I can reach the pedals.
He ain't got a seat in it.
Oh,
you're yeah.
The one you
Matt got my old car.
Right,
Matt bought my old car, and he's updating everything on it. And
sweet. Well, he's got the one he's running now.
Yeah,
pretty sporty. So
yeah, for sure. So you might just have to find your seat slide another one.
We might can do that.
There you go. Oh, cool. No, we have fun with it, But real quick here, ladies and gentlemen, while we're early in the show here, we want to go to the phone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, young lady that's been on here with us before. It's been a little while. Glad to have you back, Miss Delaney Gray. How's it going?
I'm good. How about y'all?
I'm lovely. I'm lovely. You how's school? How's all that fun stuff going? How's everything going with you?
It's doing good. We had end of grade testing today. We get out May 17th.
Oh, cool. How's school going this year?
It's doing good. Got some pretty good grades.
That's what I like to hear. Grades first for that racing. You know how it goes.
Sure.
Delaney, you've been since we talked to you last, been a little while, but glad to have you back on for sure. But you've been tearing it up there on the track.
Yes, sir. We've been running some Wake County. We haven't been doing the greatest there, but we've had some good bandit finishes. We've had a lot of bandit wins at speedways, but we've enjoyed it what we've done so far.
So I was fixing to say you are. I think you're leading the North Carolina division right now of the bandits, and also I think you're 4th national points in bandits right now.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That is in the Bandoleros for everybody. You've been racing these how long now?
This year will be 4 years.
4 years. And you're how old?
3. Sorry.
3.
11.
You're 11.
Oh.
Wow. That's That's moving on up there. That's getting some seat time. I love it. So what all of a sudden, I mean, you've been doing good. You've been doing really good. And all of a sudden this year you've been knocking off those bandit wins, and then like I said, you're leading the North Carolina points. What do you think all that success is coming from?
Right now we're really trying to go for the NC State Championship, trying to do that and finish really good. But this will be my last year in Bandos, and we're going to do some Allison Legacy sometime later this year. So.
Oh wow, you excited about that?
My simulator time and my crew chief has been helping a lot, though.
There you go. Good deal. That's good stuff. Tell us a little bit about your program over there. Who all you got helping you?
I got my dad, Blaze Brinkley, and a bunch of other people that just love to help, and especially Miss Tanya from MPM Marketing. She loves to help me, and I love her helping me.
She's a lot of fun. She's I like to tell everybody all the time, she's the person to know because she knows everybody. We love having NPM on with us. Also, tell us a little bit about what NPM Marketing does for your program.
She helps me a lot with all my Facebook posts and just helping me a lot. She came to the Classic last year to support me, and she just does so much for me. She's a
true racer at heart herself.
We also have Mike Gordon helping us for Atlanta and some Charlotte this year.
Okay, cool. They the Gordons over there, they know their stuff. I had Corey one time driving our iRacing stuff one time. They're good. So what is tell us about this last race this past weekend. You picked up another bandit win this past weekend. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, sir. This past weekend we raced at New River All-American Speedway in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I love that track. It's the track that I've won all my races at, and it's one of my favorites that I've been to so far. And I had one of my good friends come over, and I was so glad to help her. Nice,
good deal. I was trying to talk him into loading up because we were at Dillon racing the Legends this past Saturday, and we got rained out. I was trying to talk him into let's all go up there because I think
we had a couple.
Yeah, there was a few that left our track and went up there. They didn't, said they just made it for qualifying. I think, I don't know. So that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear you got it done. If anybody doesn't know, Brandon Gray is Delaney's dad, and in his own means, great racer and car owner and everything else. So you talked a little bit about, you want to move up from Bandoleros after this season. What are you looking forward to there?
Looking forward to trying some new things, and such as Allison Legacy cars and some Legends, trusting to the Legends. And I turned 12 in August, so hopefully the New River has a race in September, so we're going to test there some and see if we're competitive enough to go over there and can run pretty good, decent with the field.
That'd be awesome. That'd be cool. I looked into those. If they would have raced them around here a little bit more,
fun.
Yeah, they do look a lot of fun. They're on edge. They raced them some over here down here at Dillon this past year. I think they ran them at Florence too. Yeah. I know a couple years ago they ran them a lot at Florence, but man, they look like a lot of fun, and I could see somebody like you really moving up in there, and because you got to have so much finesse in those cars and so much on throttle time, and so moving up from the bandos, I think you can do good in something like that.
Yes, sir. We plan to do hopefully pretty good in it.
I hope so. Really hope so. Where's my mouse at? It's not working. Oh wow, there we go. Just trying to get that. So beyond that, who all's your sponsors on your car this year?
So this year we have Carolina Family Pool and Patio, WG Speaks, Carolina Mobile Refrigeration, NPM Marketing, Scott's Automotive of Goldsboro, Boswell Fuller Shop of Goldsboro, and everybody else especially the good Lord for keeping us safe, and Firehouse subs.
I love some Firehouse
Oh, yeah, I
subs.
had some yesterday.
Did you? What'd you eat, Connor?
The meatball sub.
Meatball sub.
That's my go-to.
Delaney, what's your go-to for Firehouse subs?
Meatball sub.
God,
There we go.
meatball. See, I'm an Italian. I like the Italian.
Yeah.
You ever had it?
Oh, which one? The
It's just called the Italian.
Italian? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
If you haven't tried it, Delaney, you need to go try the Italian sub. It's good. Oh, cool. So, what all you got coming up the rest of this year in the Bandoleros?
We plan to hopefully go to Florence one time, or in Langley maybe. We plan to do some of the Summer Street out in Charlotte and do some Atlanta for the Thursday Thunder stuff. And we're going to try and do all the New River we can because they have more bandits for more bandit wins.
Awesome. Yeah. When you get down here to Florence, let me know when y'all coming. I'd love to catch up with y'all down there for sure. Cool. Well, is there anybody else, Delaney, you would you want to thank that helps you out, or that keeps you going week to week? That it is coming up Mother's Day, just saying. So anybody you want to thank?
Yes, sir. My mama and my grandmother for everything they have supported me with, and especially Miss Tanya and the good Lord for everything he's done for me. I've had some pretty hard wrecks, and he has laid his hand over me and kept me safe.
Amen. I love it. That's awesome. Well, Delaney, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Anything else you want to throw out there before we get off?
No, sir. Just thank you for having me on the show.
You are more than welcome anytime. I'd love to have you on anytime you want to jump in. Just give us a shout, and we're ready to go.
We'll send y'all a Firehouse gift card.
That's what I'm talking about. Damn. All right, Delaney, thank you so much, and we're pulling for you. And y'all go check Delaney Gray out at whatever track she's gonna be at, because she's gonna be up front. We appreciate you, Delaney.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Miss Delaney Gray. She my mouse don't want to work today for some reason. It's one of them days, I guess.
Hard to believe, starting fourth year at only 11 years old.
Yeah.
It's just, because 8's the minimum age, I think. So it means must have started right there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's a lot of seat time by time, and that's good. I know everybody likes to move up so quick now, but I think that's probably, it helps you to stay in the same ride for a little while.
I do too.
Develop your skills and your racecraft, and then move on.
That's what I was fixing to say. Your racecraft and your knowledge of what a car is doing. That's one thing I think a lot of people do. I see anyway, and I know you see it too. I think that's one thing that hurts some of these that move up so fast is, some people are born with an innate ability just to know what a car is doing, but some of them don't spend enough time in the car to ever really learn what a loose entry is, what a tight center is, they don't know. Just because they throw them in one car and they're not in it long enough, and they throw them in something else, and they really don't. It takes you a little while to really get in tune with the car you're driving. So that's really good that she's gone that long, and I hope when she gets in a Allison Legacy car or a Legend car or whatever else it might be, and I know her dad will. Brandon is he knows his stuff for sure. He I hope they put her in something, and she'll learn it. But she's got good racecraft and stuff already. I've watched some races she's run, and she really does. She has a really good racecraft, and seems to know what her car's doing, know what her cars need to make it go fast. And I want to, but I really want to thank MPM Marketing for making that interview possible. We really appreciate Tanya over there at MPM for everything she does, and everything she does with young drivers like Delaney, moving them up through the ranks and through through everything they need to go, and putting their face in front of the people that they need to be in front of, and all that good stuff. So y'all go check out MPM Marketing, marketwithmpm.com. So we talked about some a little bit of local racing that we didn't have because it all got rained out. One race I want to mention real quick. I don't know if you saw it. You've probably seen something on the internet or about it. What's it called now? Ultimate Raceway Park, I think it is now. It used to be Friendship Raceway Park. Dirt race. Hunt the Front Series was up there. It's up in it's in, I can't remember what town it is in North Carolina. Anyway, it's right above Hickory. A little bit above Hickory up there. Somebody tell me there in a little while. There was a big old wreck. Scott Bloomquist looked like to me, broke a tie rod. I don't know exactly what happened, but it looked like he was going straight down the straightaway, and all of a sudden it took he was under somebody, and it all of a sudden just took a hard right-hand turn sideways into the wall. Chris Ferguson comes along, just destroys 2 cars. Then our buddy Jameson McBride comes along, just plows in there. Wow. Nowhere to go.
Look at it.
Yeah, you definitely have to look at it. So that was a mess.
I bet you. Those dirt late models probably hard because they have so rear brake bias that they don't stop stop in a line. They'll jump sideways. I'm sure if you get real hard, so it's just hard to get them wound up.
Track being wet too, and they just put new clay on it, so it was holding a lot of moisture. So it just looked like everybody just was on ice coming into it. But they tore up a lot of cars. Scott's car was destroyed. Chris's car was destroyed. I saw Jameson's. I don't know if his was completely destroyed. I know it looked like it needed a front clip at least put on it. So tough deal.
Yeah,
tough deal for our buddy Chris Ferguson. Fergie time there. Because I know that was kind of his only bullet in the gun right now. He's got another car, I think, but he's not together at all.
Yeah, I know.
So, but unfortunately, as I say, that's racing.
Yeah, especially when you're running a big series and So, I hate it for sure.
Yep. You have to check it out. If y'all hadn't checked it out, look it up. It was pretty wild. But want to go ahead and thank, before we get into the rest of it, our good friends over at SRI Performance. I'll be making a call up there this week. Me and Chad was already talking about some stuff I'll probably need, and so we're going to get up a list, and I'll make a call up there this week, make an order, and get whatever I need there.
Yeah, cool.
So y'all head over to SRI Performance. Anything you need, I don't care if it's anything from, like I'm gonna need springs.
Yeah,
that's one thing. That's probably I know y'all changed setup on your car, and Chad said that's probably the direction we're gonna go on mine. So I need a different spring package set up under mine. And they got it. They got it, whether it's new, used, whatever you're looking for. Head over to SRI Performance. They got all the things that you need. Anything you can think of racing, they got everything. So head over to SRI Performance, www.sriperformance.com. Fill that card up with everything you see online. Put in that promo code CBONE10. C as in
chicken.
BONE 10. And get yourself 10% off there at time of checkout. They'll hook you up. Same deal over at Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, ladies and gentlemen. Anything you need on that car to make it structurally sound, as some of these guys are going to need from that race we was talking about. They're pro moly tubing to build cages. They're, painted aluminum sheets that they tore up a pile of. All that stuff. Head over to Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, and they can hook you right on up with it. Also, good friends over at, like I said, Earl Ramey Racing Engines. Got our bullet in the gun, I guess we'll say now. Ready to see how it's going to do. Yep. I have full confidence in that it's going to be great. So you should too. So head over to Earl Ramey Racing Engines, get yourself some power today, and get on some time on that chassis dyno. Learn a lot on that thing. Head on over there. And one of the best things to put on it, one of my favorites, some ProFab headers. and exhaust, ladies and gentlemen. Profab headers and exhaust. They are quality that wins. Guess what they did last night at Kansas Speedway?
Sure, they won.
They won. So head over to Profab headers and exhaust. If you want the same things the guys are running in NASCAR, or if you're running a street stock, they got the exhaust for you. So head on over to Profab headers and exhaust, and they'll hook you up for sure. All right. So there was some racing there at Kansas Speedway.
Oh yeah.
I guess had a truck race and a cup race. Did you watch any truck race?
I didn't get to watch really any of it at all.
I didn't either. I do know Corey Heim won it.
Saw that.
And he did say that the extra time in the cup car he thinks attributed to better success on the track there at Kansas. Yeah. And I guess it's just one of those track time deals.
Oh yeah, especially running up against the wall.
Yeah,
and all that they do. So
that's
one or the other, he found a way to be fast.
Sure did. I feel like we got 5 gallons of water back here behind us.
Gotta be.
This thing is steadily running, everybody. It's funny. But I know I was over here after we got back from Dillon. I did a few things, and I went home, and I was going to turn the race on, and it even showed on TV that it still had like 45 minutes left. So I was like, oh, it should be good. Turn it on. They're already over. They're in victory lane. I was like, wow, they didn't have too much going in this race. So I was good, and I hadn't heard nothing crazy from it either. So anyway. But on the cup side of things, I guess we could say it was kind of a. Would you say that was a wild race? Was it?
It was a good race.
It was a good race.
I don't know. That's kind of next gen car. It does shine mile and a half. It does. They look very, very snappy. So especially when they start to get on it, you see some people will spin out and stuff. So I mean that.
Yeah, it ain't very often you see Kyle Busch spin out by himself.
But even you don't anywhere really hardly. Yeah. But you see a mile and a half, the people will lose it from them. And I don't know. I guess it was kind of wild, I'd say.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild. Pretty good finish, obviously.
I know Jimmy Johnson was not happy with Corey LaJoy.
I saw he got into the back of him, but I guess they didn't have a good camera on it.
No, I didn't ever see it either. I just know they said he got back out the ambulance and then walked on the track, and guys just looked at Corey LaJoy.
I think old Jimmy needs to move over to on shit roll. And much as I know he's that good, but he's just even his last couple of years full time in NASCAR, it's just been
It has, and then I think this car on top of it, you can't just run it.
All the old guys really aren't.
Right.
I mean, Kyle Busch, obviously, several of them aren't, near the...
Denny Hamlin's figured it out, though.
Some of them have, obviously, but the Joey Logano's and Harvick before he retired, they're definitely not as dominant, we'll say.
No.
But, so, the cars are obviously drastically different, so it's probably very hard to get in it, but I don't know. It just seems like he needs to... I don't know, quit while he's ahead or something.
And I know the big talk was when this car came out was parity. We want better parity. We want it so everybody's got the same stuff. Well, I think you kind of got that now. But you're not really getting any different winners.
No, I mean, the good teams are going to be, they're going to find a way. I mean, by the first year, we saw some, however many different winners there were, it was a lot, I remember. But by the third year, they're going to have some stuff figured out.
It's so funny. Ford can't catch a break.
No, I haven't really been that bad. They just haven't won.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, even at Atlanta, that finish, Ford was Blaney was second, right, or third.
Yeah, I think he was second.
Yeah, he was second. Kyle Busch finished third. Either way, they were super
all right
close.
Yeah.
Buscher took the lead. I told somebody, a guy was talking to me at work this afternoon about it. He said, man, Kyle was coming, Buscher couldn't do nothing. I said, no, but I think Buscher could have. I mean, I know it's such a split second
Well,
decision.
yeah, you knew if you went high, he was going to slide job you.
I think I'd have had to take that chance, though.
Yeah. It looked like he tried to see where he was going, and he really, not many people other than Kyle Larson are going to make that work.
Right.
Because Kyle, I mean, he's sitting in there with
Oh, he
nothing
committed.
but just a lane barely at the top, you know? So, I don't know. It's hard to question split-second decisions.
Oh, I'm not
But-
questioning. I'm just saying.
You know, you got to protect the high side, but you also know Larson
Oh, yeah.
would have been able to slide you probably.
My thought is, though, and I know that, you know, armchair quarterback,
Yeah.
hindsight 2020, whatever, I get that. But my thought process is, with as top dominant as that track could be, especially on restarts like they had that green-white checker there, my thought process is, I'm going to send it in on the high side. I can at least turn down the track if I need to. It's hard to, I mean, you can do it, but it's hard to turn up a track without really
Yeah.
messing something up.
It looked like I said, he tried to kind of look like he was going to try
Yeah.
to ride it and then
Yeah.
come up and take his air away, but Larson just sent it and it stuck for him. You know, he
Yeah.
made it stick. I
It looked like he was running 10 mile an hour faster than him already down the back straight away.
I mean, he had a good run on him.
Yeah.
You know, it was a tough spot, but it was a good race.
No, they
You
didn't
know,
want him to.
He still almost won it. You know what do you say? You're
No.
just barely short.
Closest finish in NASCAR history. Overtook Darlington.
Yeah, it's probably the first time in a while that they haven't been able to tell who won. Oh, I guess Atlanta was.
Well,
kinda like that too, but
yes, but they announced
yeah, they said
Buescher
announced
the winner.
Buescher, yeah.
And per the transponder, Buescher won. Per the transponder, it showed him in
Yeah.
first. But what they said, and they showed a picture, and everybody's looking at the picture. Oh, it looks more like the line's different. You can't go off the line and everything. I did hear an explanation finally. I heard it on the teardown actually. There's a camera, and they showed there's a picture of it. They showed it from. There's a camera on pit road. It's like sits up higher than everything on pit road, and it basically has a laser beam.
Shoot,
It has a direct line. That is the actual start finish line. What was there is just I guess we'll say like a ceremonial, line. That's not even where the transponder line is. The scoring loop is necessarily. I think it's past it a little bit or something. I don't know, but so that is why the transponder line showed that Buescher was the winner, because by the time that just inches,
Oh yeah.
he was just, and the transponder's at the back of the car, just like it is our cars.
So there's time for it to, even
there
as fast as it's going, there's time
Right.
for it to switch.
And that's what happened. But they showed the infield I forgot what they called it. Some kind of camera. It was like a very fast, stupid camera, and it freezes them at the time one of them touches the laser beam. The first one touches the laser beam, and you could see it.
It was Larson.
It was Larson. I mean, just people were going on about it.
Yeah,
on
yeah. I mean,
social media is
a painted line, especially down on banking that goes to flat.
exactly.
You know,
You can't. And that's what they were trying to tell everybody. It's like, that's a line, but it's not a real line. I mean, it's there, but it's just for looks more than anything. So, but anyway, that was probably, I mean, obviously it was closest finish in NASCAR history, but it was a good last couple laps.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
even I almost wish, obviously Kyle was pushing and spun it there, but it would have been interesting because Hamlin was having to save a little bit of gas and Truex was catching him there.
Though, I was listening to Teardown also. Chris Gabehart never told, or the spotter never told Denny Hamlin that Truex was coming.
Yeah,
Reason being,
I knew he'd pick
they
it up.
knew. Well, they knew he didn't have it. He said, as it was, we were saving as much as he was. He was still going to run out of fuel coming out of turn 4, and going to have to coast to the start finish line. He said, so if he picked it up at all,
He was going to run out.
he was going to run out.
That would have been a
So it was just to
exciting
basically
finish,
settle
too.
for second.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, Martin can't catch a break this year.
Uh-huh.
I mean, at all. It's like when he has the fastest car and he's coming at this point in time, it's just something. Caution comes out or something crazy. So he can't catch a break. Buescher, when he got out the car, man, he just looked.
That would be tough.
Did you see his face and stuff? He just kind of just a blank stare, just
especially when you thought you won. They told you,
Yeah.
his team was celebrating.
Yeah, they had told him he won to begin with.
Yeah.
And like I said, by the transponder, he had, but
Washington's he's just good.
he's good.
It's hard.
That dude is good.
He's just a good driver.
He is I don't care how his car is handling, in a 5-lap scenario, I am never putting, if I was a betting man, every bit of my money would go on Larson for a 5-lap scenario, because he is going to make that car as fast as absolute possible for 5 laps. He is, between him, well, I don't know about Chastain now, but Chastain wouldn't. Between him and Chastain, there were 2 people I would say on the track just that were not scared to not lift.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's what Kyle did that last lap. He just sent it 3 and didn't crack the throttle up against the wall. And I was looking at, other than Buescher moving up, kind of pushed him into it. If it wasn't been for that, I was like, ooh, they might pull the Martinsville rule on him.
No wall ride.
Ride the wall. Old iRacing rule there. So, but no, that was a good race. It was really cool to watch, really good. I'm hoping for good things like that at Darlington.
I feel like it will be. Like I said, and I know we want short track racing to get better, obviously, but the XGN does usually put on a pretty good show at these 1.5 miles and kind of weird Darlington, Pocono, Gateway type tracks. Usually a better show.
I think we're just to the point of you can't, with the way the car's set up, you can't run the same car at intermediates and have a good race, and then turn around and have it at a short track and have a good race. So I think we're just kind of at the point, it just needs a separate car for short tracks and road courses.
Separate car, or some major changes to the rules package.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you might as well just put them in a late model stock at short tracks.
Yeah,
I'm good with that. I'm 100% fine with that.
But an Xfinity car. Xfinity car puts on a good race everywhere.
That's my thing.
I always hate. I mean, obviously we're always racing Saturdays, but man, they have some good races every week.
And most time they're faster.
Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, they're a little bit slimmer, a little bit less drag. So
yeah. So I don't know. I'm with you. I think, and I know I've heard a lot of other people say it. Put the Cup drivers in the Xfinity cars, and you'd have a ridiculously good race. I think. Before we get into really talking about Darlington coming up this week, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank our good friends over at throw this out there, Rev Max Racing.
Yep.
Connor got his
his
proof
made
back.
Yep.
Good looking suit.
Looks good. Yeah, ready to get it in.
That's gonna be good. He's like I said, Taylor over there, she does some good design work. Make you look good. Yours is simple.
We kept it pretty simple, but I think simple,
fits
clean. Yeah. So
fits you. So that's I like it. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the market for a suit, racing suit yourself, head over to Rev Max Racing Apparel. They can get you sized up, get you fitted perfect for a nice suit for yourself. Whether you need a SFI rated suit, or if you're karting guys, if you just need a single layer non-SFI, they got everything you need to. Made with some of the best materials. I've been wearing mine now for quite a while. It's held up great. It's comfortable, all that good stuff. Everything you want in a suit. So y'all head over to Rev Max Racing Apparel. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Fresh Chef. If you are in the Race City area of North Carolina, as I always say, the Concord, Mooresville, anywhere up around that area, head over to Fresh Chef. Pick yourself up some food there. Go sit down, have a drink, whatever. Great atmosphere, great food. Can't beat it for sure. Head over to Fresh Chef. They'll hook you up. Also, friends, our good friends over at Dixie Made, right here in Florence, South Carolina. If any of you are coming in for the race here at Darlington, head over to Dixie Made right there at the Florence Flea Market. You want directions? Hit me up. I'll give you directions to it. Tell you right where it's at. If you're coming in, for sure. Our friend Brandon over there would love to see you coming in town for the race or whatever else. Or if you're coming through to go to the beach, whatever, just stop over. Stop over there at Dixie Made. They got all the great brands that everybody wants in clothing and apparel. Anything from hats to shoes and everything in between. So y'all head over to Dixie Made and let them hook you up for sure. Well, Darlington coming up. Mother's Day weekend.
Throwback weekend.
You seen any throwbacks
Seen a couple, but
that's really standing out to you?
I don't know anything standing out, but I don't know. They're always good. Is there a theme this year? I don't know. You sometimes
They always say there's kind of a years.
Well, I think they kind of ran out of. I mean, they did. 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah, and that's what they used to do. They kind of said there was a decade they were going to. Now it's just, I think,
throwback, whatever.
And I think I love our friends over at Darlington, and we may have some, some later in the year, may have some folks on from over there. I think they should have kept it on Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to keep both races.
I know.
Because, the Southern 500 is always going to be big.
Yeah.
I guess the spring racing kind of...
Especially when it falls in the playoffs.
Yeah, spring racing kind of...
It needs identity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I get that.
Yeah.
But it just... I don't know.
It was good to see him under the lights.
Yeah, under the lights. The original Southern 500 was on Labor Day weekend, so that's what we were throwing back to. I don't know. I guess just around here, I'm just like, man, that was kind of cool on Labor Day weekend, which was kind of the original.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's cool regardless. I've seen a couple. I was trying to think. Who is it throwing back? Oh, Chase Elliott throwing back to Dale Jr.'s win, a Daytona 500 win car. I think it was the National Guard car or whatever it was.
U.S. Army, whatever.
It was red, white, and blue. So
cool deal.
So it's a cool looking car.
Yeah.
It looks good. Looks UniFirst actually. It's UniFirst is sponsoring that car this weekend, so they actually, let them run all the fonts and colors and everything. So that was cool. That's what I can't stand. I hate it when somebody does. Oh, we're throwing back to such and such. Well, we're using the design. We're not using none of the colors.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it gets lost in there to me when they do that. So I like the when they use all the colors and, make it actually look like what it was. I think I saw, was it William Byron? I think it's throwing back to a Jeff Gordon car.
Really? Yeah, I know.
I want to say the Flame or somebody.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, I want to say.
I think I have seen,
I want to say it was the Flame car, which was pretty cool, which would make sense.
I haven't seen as much this year.
That's what I was fixing to say. I don't feel like I've seen as much. And it stinks because I know, like, the Joe Gibbs cars never do it, hardly. Yeah. I mean, every once in a while, I think Denny Hamlin did.
Yeah, but it's not a hard. Yeah, he'll do the Flying. Or
the,
the old 11 look.
Yeah. There's some teams that just will. I don't know. They're sponsors. I guess I know it's a sponsor thing. I don't know. I just feel like look, it's one race. Come on.
I like to see it. Yeah.
Well, we'd like your sponsor more if they would do it. I promise. What else we got? Florence Motor Speedway this weekend. If you're over at the Xfinity race, as soon as it gets over, check on out of there and come 20 minutes down the road, if that, over to Florence Motor Speedway. Big old night of racing over there. You gonna go run anything?
Yet to be decided, I guess. But I'll probably be over there for sure.
Yeah.
But we might be in something. I don't know.
I'm unfortunately not.
Yep.
I got a prior commitment, DJing commitment, so is what it is.
Yeah. Sometimes we'll see some NASCAR stars make an appearance during this race. So
I think there will be.
Have to keep an eye out.
I know it's ahead in the future, but if any of y'all are planning to come to Darlington and not coming for this race, but you're coming to the fall race, you need to be over here that weekend. Cars Tour. There's going to be a few NASCAR drivers in that field. I've already heard. So
Sweet.
So y'all need to be over here for that week. If you're not here for this weekend, go ahead and mark it on your calendar to be over here for Labor Day weekend. That'll be a good one at Florence Motor Speedway. What else we got?
Not a whole lot. Rain messed up all our
I ain't kidding.
local content, so
It did. But it
we'll have some more to
way
talk about here
sometime.
soon.
Oh, we definitely will. We had we got our local I say our little points thing going on, and we done had drama in our low country legends point series. Connor just got him left out there. He said, "It is. I ain't sitting in here." Nah, it's funny. We just we're not mad. Nobody's mad at each other. We're passionate. I guess we say. Nah, it's just one of them things. As of right now, I'm still sitting in second place in the points there. Dennis Brown's in first. I'm trying to remember who's third. I think Barry's third. Barry, I think, is third.
I don't know if I have a race register or not.
You do. You have one.
Do I?
You got one. The first one that you got
Well, right out of that one, I was saying.
Yeah, you had low points, but you did you did have some. So, but anyway, cool. If you're in the area, come on out to Florence Motor Speedway this weekend, and Darlington all weekend, for sure. That'll be good racing. And if you're not, go spend some time with your mother.
Yep.
For Mother's Day. That's the one thing I'll say. I appreciate everybody coming out and over. There's 2 days out of the year I don't want us racing. Well, there's more than that, but that fall inside the calendar, and that's Easter and Mother's Day. I don't know. I wish we could do something different.
But
just my thoughts.
Yeah, but what control do we have?
Beat that dead horse. All right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. I don't know if that was board or thunder. Who knows anymore? We'll find out soon. All right, appreciate y'all, and we'll be catching up with you a little later. Have a good one.
Later.